What's up guys, my name is Ace, and welcome back to Maps Exposed, the series where I cover all of the jumps, spots, and lines of sight that I know of on every map in Advanced Warfare. In today's episode, we're going to be covering the final Havoc DLC maps, and that is Core. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so let's kick this off at the A flag. The first thing I have for you is actually a capture spot as well as kind of a nice piece of cover that a lot of people don't really use, and that is to jump on top right here. And look at that, you have great cover against people that are coming this way because they have absolutely no cover at all as they come around this corner. And if you move over to the left side a little bit, you can capture A as well while still having great cover. So this is an awesome way to defend against people that are coming from that direction. Obviously, if they come from this way, you're in trouble, but it's good for this direction. Now, a great spot for long shots is right over here. Right up in that window there is a very common spot for enemies to be. There's almost always going to be somebody either there or on their way to getting there. So if you want to get long shots in this game, this is a great place to do it. Now if you're attacking the A flag and you're coming from this direction right here, a lot of people just run around the corner because they don't know about this spot right here. There's some great lines of sight over towards the A flag. Obviously you can't really see the A flag because that big yellow thing, or those two big yellow things, are in the way. But you can see over towards that direction. So if there's enemies up there on the stairs or just anywhere back here, if you move around a little bit, you can see pretty much that entire area, or you can push up here a little bit more to give you a little bit of a clearer line of sight towards this area down here. So this is a great way to attack the A flag if you're coming from this direction. Now right over in this direction here, just one little jump that some people might not know about or might not have really thought about. You can actually jump right around like this very easily. This is a hardpoint location in around here. That might come in handy in some situation at some point in time. It's not something that I'm going to be using every game or anything, but it's nice to know that it's there and it gives you options in a game. It works both ways like that. You can also jump around to the middle, like jump the opposite way. It's just a lot more difficult to hit that jump. If you miss your boost, then you're going to die in that situation. Now if you're back in this direction here and you know enemies are going to be coming through this area right here, a nice way to take them by surprise, you're pretty much invisible to them unless they're really looking for you, is to lay down right here, and there you go. You have a great line of sight on them through here. Those leaves will be great cover for you, but they don't block your bullets at all, so it's very easy to pick people off as they run through here aimlessly. Now if you have an enemy that's camping up here like this, he could be watching the back way like this, or he could be watching towards that direction, and you're coming up beside them in this direction at some point. You can either be coming this way or the other way. If you know they're up there and you know they're camping up there, you can actually get a line of sight on them by looking through this crack right here, and you can shoot through this crack. Now they do have to be kind of standing still for this to work, but a lot of times that is the case. Maybe they'll be sniping or something, they'll just be standing like this, and it's actually very easy to pick them off through that crack if they're standing still. Now getting over to this direction here, if enemies are coming from way over in that direction over there, a great way to take them by surprise, this is something that a lot of people know about already, is to lay down and use this little hole to shoot through. You're very difficult to see through this hole, a lot more difficult than just sitting like this, because this is where they expect you to be pretty much every time. So it's a great way to pick them off from a distance without them really seeing you, or with them having a very hard time seeing you anyways. Now right next to that spot, if you jump up right on this area right here, if enemies are coming from the other direction, they're coming from this side right here, if they're coming up in that area there, or they're using this thing to head glitch on, this is a great way to kind of take them by surprise a little bit, because the only other option is really to challenge from here or from down low, and they have the advantage almost every time in these gunfights. Now it might seem like you're exposing yourself a lot by leaning out like that, but let's have a look at the enemy's view of that. You actually have a great backdrop behind you, so you're pretty difficult to pick out unless they're really looking for you, or unless they're basically ready for you there. Normally they're looking in a different direction anyways, and you can kind of take them by surprise by doing that. Now one thing to be aware of if you're brand new to this map, maybe you don't have it yet, or you're on PlayStation or PC and you haven't gotten the map pack yet. These barrels are scattered all around the map, and they don't look very harmful, but they are actually, they do blow up. So just be aware of these barrels. They're scattered, like I said, kind of all over the map. They're in various locations around the map, so just keep an eye out for them. Like, for instance, there's another one there. That one will blow up. Basically, all of them blow up, so just be aware of those. Now, right inside this sphere here is a hardpoint location, and a lot of times enemies will be coming through here, especially off like an opening route. If you can get to this position right here before they get to the dome, you will need like overclock and lightweight at the beginning of a game to get here. in time. If you can get to this position right here, you have great cover and you definitely have the advantage against them in this gunfight. So this is a great piece of cover to use. I know it's pretty obvious, it's not like something completely out of the ordinary, but I just wanted to point it out because I don't really see people using this too often. Alright, so I saved the best spot for last for this map. This is going to be the last spot. I know there's not a ton, but there are a few really nice, useful spots on this map, but this one is the best by far. A lot of times, you'll be in this window and you'll be challenging people in that window or in the dome area right there. If you're sniping, this works especially well for snipers. It doesn't work so well with other guns, but for sniper rifles, it's amazing. Normally, you'll just sit out in this windowsill. That's a fair gunfight. You guys both have the same amount of cover, and it's basically a flip of the coin who's going to win this gunfight. Instead, what I like to do is back off a little bit and look at that. You can see right through this crack right here. You can actually see the tip of their head as well as their shoulders, and you can easily pick them off through there with a sniper rifle. Like I said, it's difficult with like an assault rifle or an LMG, just because you'll end up missing that crack and you'll end up shooting the wall here. So you won't be able to get all your shots off through there very accurately, but with a sniper rifle, it's perfect. And also, if you just look a little bit over towards this way, you can also see inside the dome area, so you can pick people off as they come through there. This is a great spot to get that first blood, because you can easily get to this spot in time, and they'll be coming right around through that dome there. You can pick them off there, or they'll be coming through that green window there, and you can pick them off through there. Very, very easily. So, that's going to wrap it up for today's episode of Maps Exposed. If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time.